Hi kids, my name's Nicole and you are here for a fun project that we are doing together. This is our second version of this project. We have this kit. We did a daytime version earlier. Now we are doing a nighttime version. Oh, so exciting. So grab out your supplies. The supplies you will need are your crayons. We are going to be doing the night sky, so if you want to grab maybe a black, some if you want to do blues or yellow stars, and then definitely your white. So let's see, what did I say, black? So grab your crayons, then grab your watercolors. We have 3 different colors, so if you want to start with those, you just need any sort of blue, a pink or a red or magenta, and will we need the yellow? We'll see. Yellow. So, oh, and then I said the white crayon, your magic white crayon, because that's how we're gonna do these really cool moon and some constellation and stars. The paper, if you have our box, you will have already pre-cut paper. If you don't, you can do the full sheet that you have, or you can do any size.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter.
It could be postcard size.
Yeah. You can do any size. I would tape it down so that it doesn't move around. And then let's do this. Okay, first step is I'll just show you. I'm gonna start with your hills. So think of this as a view. If you were to, when the sun goes down, you're gonna see the moon come up and you're gonna see maybe some hills. You might also see some trees if you wanna draw trees as well. This is your painting, so you can make it however you would like. I'm going to make it simple and I'm going to draw some hills. Kind of like, actually, this was the daytime view, so just the same hills I'm going to draw nighttime. So I'm going to go from the left side of my paper and draw a curve, and I'm using my black crayon. And then I'm going to start about here. I'm going to touch that hill and make another one. Then if you want to draw, if you think about hills, they have some either grass or they might be a mowed lawn, but they have some texture. And so to create that look I'm just going to draw some lines. Just add some texture to it. Instead of it looking like a smooth hill, I'm going to give it some texture.
That looks like a well-manicured lawn.
It does.
Well done.
Thank you. Then I am going to use both my white crayon and my yellow crayon to make stars. So to do that is you can either draw darts. I think you want to draw a dart.
That could just be a long star. A dart.
This is like a dart. You're gonna draw dots or stars. So stars can be, I'm gonna show you 2 different ways you can draw a star. You can either draw a line, and a line like that yellow might be really hard to see. Is that okay?
No, you can see it really
well.
Yep.
Okay. Or you can draw a line and a line and then cross that. So make an X over that. So that's another star. Or if you know how to make a star and it's a 5-pointed star, you can go line and connect all the lines. So there are so many different stars. If you think about it, if you look up at the night sky, actually last night I was looking up at the night sky and I was thinking of doing this project for you guys, and I was looking at, there's so many. So you can fill this entire sky with beautiful stars that are shining right back at you. So there are so many different shapes, was what I was saying. Then if you want to, you can do more yellow if you'd like. I'm going to switch to my white. And first what I'm going to do is I'm going to draw my moon first, and then I'm going to draw more stars around it. So I'm going to take my white crayon, my magic white crayon, and on this side of the painting, I'm just going to draw circles. So I'm just drawing a bunch of circles. So let me draw it in black so you can see what I'm doing. I'm just going like this. So I draw a circle, and then, so you can see my hand just going in the same direction like that.
Whoa.
So that's like a black hole.
That's cool. Oh, snap.
Oh, snap. You can do that too on yours. But that is what I'm doing here. And I'm pressing hard. That way I know you can't see it, but I'm making this bright white moon that will show up eventually. Just gonna do that. You know what I forgot?
What?
I forgot to say our motto.
What's
Okay, pause.
Our motto's Always available.
Okay, wait, everyone, if we can pause. I forgot to say this, is that we have a motto that we like to do here together at Let's Make Art. So if everyone can raise their right hand and repeat after me. I am brave.
I am brave.
I am kind.
I am kind.
I am creative.
I am creative.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
Boom! So we love to start that way, or in the middle, start up that way. And because when you're doing this, you're gonna be brave, you're gonna be creative, and you're gonna be kind to yourself, even if you are creating something and maybe you make a mistake and you're like, I don't like that. You just keep going through and be kind to yourself. So I wanted to say that as well. The other thing that I want to say, if you have our zine, you are playing a game with us. We have a bingo game, and I've said moon already, so you can draw a moon right here. Oh, stars. So this is a fun way that you can also interact with us to play a game while you're creating.
I think you said grass too.
Did I say grass? Oh yeah, grass is right there.
Yeah.
So that's there for you to have fun. Okay, picking back up where we left off. We did our moon, and now, if you would like, you can draw a constellation. And if you've never heard that word before, a constellation are stars, and they have these lines like this or imaginary lines that we connect.
Yes.
So we see the stars in the sky, so that's what I'm gonna draw. So I'm gonna draw, for this one I'm drawing, it's called it can be the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper.
Ursa Minor or Ursa Major.
That's true. So I'm gonna draw, I wanna show you what I'm doing so you can draw it yourself. So think of it as a square, about. Then what you're going to do is you're gonna draw, I think it's 3, right?
I think so.
You're gonna draw 3 more dots. That is the way I saw it last night. So think about that as stars, and what it is that, like I said, we imagine these lines that are connected. So I used my imagination and I drew them on here, and so I connected them. If you know other constellations, you can add them here as well. I am going to do, like I said, the Little Dipper or the Big Dipper. I know you might not be able to see it. Let's see. You kind of come at your paper at an angle, you might see it a little bit more. Okay, so I drew my constellation. Then I'm going to take my white crayon and draw more stars. I know you and I can't see it at the moment, but I promise you there will be some magic happening. So I'm going to draw more stars. Oh, and it's always cool to draw a shooting star.
Yes, it is.
We actually saw one last night.
Really?
Yeah. First we saw some fireflies, then we saw a shooting star. But maybe I'll take this star, I like this star right here. To draw a shooting star, I'm going to draw lines coming off of it like that. So it's as if it's shooting through the sky, and you see that. So I'm gonna draw that, and then we're done with that step. Okay. Now, to paint, you are going to have your palette ready, your watercolors. You only need to squeeze a few drops, so you don't need very much. Then, when you are looking at this, you can see how there's a couple different colors. There's some purple, there's some blue, darker blues, there's some lighter blues. This is your night sky, and maybe it depends on if you want to draw it, if it's really, really dark, or if the sun just went down, so it's kind of got a little different shimmer to it. I love the idea of you making this your own, so if it's different colors, please do that as well. I'm going to show you how to mix a few of these colors and have fun. That's what we're all about doing here. So I'm going to, let's see. I'm just going to take my blue, so I have my Tahoe blue right here, and I'm going to dip that in. I'm just going to paint across the night sky. Then if you need more water, so if it gets really dried out, these are called watercolors, so you can add water to it to make it spread. Think about it as you're spreading it across the night sky.
Ooh.
Then your moon will start to appear. If you want, let's say you want a darker color or you want to mix it, there's a couple things you can do. I want to show you a few tricks. I'm going to grab my magenta and I'm going to paint over that. So can you see how it made a beautiful purple?
That is so pretty.
Maybe you go back to your blue.
And the moon is appearing.
Oh, also everyone, that's Keenan in the back.
I'm in the background. I get really excited about moons and stars, so I came in today.
Came in to help you guys.
Yes.
So I am adding the color on top of it. So I'm only mixing, like I said, my blue and my magenta to make all these really pretty different colors. Now, if you are telling me that you want a really dark blue, here's what you can do. I'm going to take my blue and let's see what I did here. Yeah, I'm going to take my blue. So I have more blue. So let's say you do 3 drops of blue, 1 drop of magenta. So there is a really pretty blue. So to do that, like you saw, I had more blue than I had pink, and that's how it made that different color. Because if I were to just use the blue right out of the bottle, it would be that more turquoisey color. So your night sky can have all of those colors. Oh, here's the
Ursa Minor.
The dipper. Are those the same thing?
Ursa Minor is the Little Dipper. Ursa Major is the Big Dipper.
Well, I thought they were different constellations. I don't know.
Listen, watch me say the wrong constellation name.
So it's so much fun. So again, I'm using my different colors that you made on your palette, mixing them in. Have fun with this, paint away.
There's another constellation called the Seven Sisters.
Oh.
And it's a cluster of stars that look like a tornado.
Whoa.
When I was a kid, I used to play a video game on the computer, and there was a character named Sir Cyclone. And that's what I named that constellation myself. Because Sir Cyclone was awesome.
I feel like I need to come up with a constellation myself then.
You should.
You should too. Everyone watching.
Yeah.
Make up your own. Okay, now we are done with that step. So I have my moon appeared, my stars appeared, everything started to appear. Now I'm going to paint my hills. If you want, your hills can be yellow, they can be blue, they can be red. I'm going to show you for today, if you want to learn, how to make them black. And so to make black, you are going to mix all 3 colors that you have. So we have yellow, magenta or a pink or a red, and blue. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to, let's spin. Let's see what happens if I do 1 drop of all 3 colors. So again, you can see how I'm not adding very much, I'm just adding a little. So there's the 3 colors, mix them together. What do we get? Ooh, that's like a really dark navy.
That's a pretty color.
That's really pretty. I think I'm actually gonna stick with that. If you want to make, it's even drying really cool.
Oh, neat.
Wow, watercolors are so much fun. I am going to stick with that actually. I really like that color. If you want more of a black, you can continue to mix the 3, but I'm gonna stick with that. That's what I got the first try, so I'm gonna stick with that. So I'm gonna paint my hills. And I'm going to swoop across. Oh, if you are like me and you can see my palette and I ran out of paint, that means I'm just gonna make more.
Nice.
So I'm gonna do the same thing. 1 red or magenta, 1 blue, 1 yellow. Let's see what happens if I add 2 yellow.
Interesting.
Ooh, so that's more of a black.
Whoa, that's crazy.
So this was...
That is not what I expected.
Really?
Really.
What'd you think or what were you expecting?
I honestly thought it would be like more green. I don't know why.
Because blue plus yellow equals green.
Yeah.
So this was like you saw. It was 1 blue, 1 yellow. No.
2 yellow.
1 blue, 1 magenta, 2 yellows. So that made it a little bit more black. So if you want to do that, that's how you would do that. Then that's cool. Your hills are going to be 2 different colors. So I'm sweeping this across. Painting my hills. Maybe your hills have, what can you do with your hills?
Water droplets.
You can do that. I can show you to do that.
Maybe that blue hill is like more reflective grass and it's just reflecting the sky.
Oh, that would be pretty. You can draw a house on the hills.
Ooh.
A cow.
Yourself.
Yourself.
You made out of hands. What if your head was a hand? And then your arms were hands.
That would work.
That'd be great.
As you can see, there's so many creative things that you could do with your painting. That actually is it. Once you're done with that, you can add more, like Keenan and I were talking about, if you want to add more to it. The last step is once it's pretty dry. Once it's dry, you might need to wait a few minutes, is you take off your tape. I'm going to go kind of slow. And if you rip your paper, it's okay. It will still look beautiful.
It might even look cooler.
Yeah.
The tear stuff looks awesome.
Gives it some personality.
Yeah, personality. Some life experience.
Boom! And so I love painting or using tape because it just makes that really pretty border. It's flat, let it dry. Maybe you gift this to someone, maybe you make another one, maybe you invite a friend to come over and paint with you. Keenan and I hope you had so much fun. Again, we have this one, and then we have this one if you were just watching this. Mother Nature is so pretty. It's the most peaceful, beautiful thing to just step outside and open your eyes and look up. So I hope you had fun painting with us today, and we have a Facebook group called Let's Make Art Kid Projects. I would love to see what you make. Maybe you added a planet to yours.
Maybe you added yourself as a hand.
Yes, maybe you added your name in the stars. There's so many different things you can do to be creative. And we'll see you next time. Bye.